Hey guys, I'm Amit Kumar and welcome to this video in which we are going to talk about organization settings. Now this is going to be part 2 of the same video, and in this video we are going to start discussion with multiple currency. Now multiple currencies allow users to work with more than one currency in the same org, and only the system administrator can enable multiple currencies in an org. But once enabled, we cannot disable this option. So if we have enabled multiple currency in our org, we cannot disable it again. After enabling it, the org will not show the local currency option. In fact, enabling multiple currency will make the local currency as corporate currency. And we need to perform the currency setup for enabling other currencies in our org. For active currency setup, admin can add new currency, edit conversion rate, and change the corporate currency. You need to be aware that there can be only one corporate currency in the available active currencies. For adding a new currency, admin needs to provide the currency type, conversion rate, and decimal places. Other than adding new currency, an admin can also edit conversion rate or change the corporate currency in their org. Changing corporate currency will automatically update the conversion rates. After enabling multiple currency, the following changes will reflect in the org. You will find a currency ISO code field in all the objects which are having any type of currency over there. User can select their own currency by going to the profile setting from the language and time zone option. And on the company information page, you will find a currency setup button from where you can set up your own multiple currencies. Now, let's discuss about currency ISO code field. For organizations that have multiple currency option enabled, the currency ISO code field is defined for any object that have currency fields. On any specific record, the currency ISO code field defines the currency of that specific record. Therefore, the values of all currency fields on that record are expressed in that specific currency. Please note the following about currency ISO code field. The currency ISO code is a restricted pick list field. The currency ISO code prepend each currency value with its currency ISO code value and a space separator. If you update the currency ISO code field on an object, it implicitly converts all currency values on that object to the new currency code. The field uses the conversion rates that are defined for that organization in the Salesforce user interface. Now let's talk about business hours. Business hour determines the times when users are available to serve their clients. This helps to make the department's process more accurate. Setting business hours lets us apply specific time zone and locations to the milestones, entitlement processes, cases, and case escalation rules. Now all these aspects are something that we will discuss later down the line, but business hours are very crucial in all these processes. On the case layout page, it can be shown for allotting time when the support team is available to work on the case. By default, business hours are set for 24 hours, 7 days a week in the default time zone of the org, but definitely you can make changes while setting up a new business hour. Holidays. Now once business hours is set, it can be associated with holidays. Now these are dates and time at which business hours are suspended. Once created, these can be added to business hours. So it's pretty much of talk, and now it's time to see the things practically.
And guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you want to stay updated with proper Salesforce tutorials and want to watch more tutorials, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Also, if you have thoughts or question, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear from you and promise I will read every single one. Thank you so much guys, and now you can proceed with the video.
Hey guys, welcome to the practical session of organization settings part 2. So the first thing that we are going to see in the practical session is to enabling the multiple currency. Now we have already understood that multiple currencies allow users to work with more than one currency in the same org. But make sure that once the multiple currency is enabled, it cannot be disabled for your org. To enable multiple currencies, go to the setup page, and on the setup page in the quick find type in company, click on company information, click on edit, scroll down, and from here you can activate multiple currencies. Right now you can see the currency locale is Canadian dollar. So I activated the multiple currency and clicked on save. Now after enabling it, the org will not show the locale currency option. So if I will click on edit and scroll down, you will not find the locale currency option over here. Enabling multiple currency will make the locale currency as corporate currency. So you will find the locale currency as the corporate currency itself, and you need to perform currency setup for enabling other currencies as well. So as soon as you enable the multiple currency in your org, you will find this currency setup button on the company information page. You can click on this currency setup, and here you can see that your Canadian dollar is the corporate currency for your org. On this page, you can add new currencies as well. So by clicking on new, you can select a currency type, you can select the conversion rate and the number of decimal places that you want, and you can save that currency. So you can add as many multiple currencies as you want over there. So from the active currency setup page, you can add new currencies here, you can edit the conversion rate, and you can also change the corporate currency. Now to add a new currency, you can click on new. Now before that, you should know the conversion rate. So let me add a new currency as Indian rupee, and I am searching for conversion rate from CAD to INR. Okay, so you can see the conversion rate is 61.58. So I will come here, I will click on new. From the currency type, I will select INR. I will select the conversion rate as 61.58, decimal places as 2, and save this. So you can see that's how I have added a new currency over here. In future, if you want to edit the rate, you can click on edit rates, and you can change the rate over here in case if it is changed. You can also change the corporate currency. In case if I want the corporate currency to be INR, I will click on change corporate. I will select Indian rupee and save. So automatically you can see the Indian rupee became the corporate currency. The conversion rate for Indian rupee is 1.00, and Canadian dollar is no more the corporate currency, and that's why the conversion rate is 0.016239. Make sure there can be only one corporate currency in the available active currencies. Now changing corporate currency will automatically update the conversion rate, and that you have seen already. After enabling multiple currency, a currency ISO code field will be there in all the objects which is having a currency field. You can go to your user's profile setting, language and time zone, and from there you can select a default currency for your specific user. And on the company information page, you will find a currency setup button as well. Now for the current user, if I go to the profile settings, so I click on the profile icon, if I go to the settings button and I click on language and time zone, I can find a currency option over here through which I can select the default currency for my current user. So from the company information page, we can set up currencies. From the user personal information page, we can set their own currency. Currencies must be active. So make sure if I go to the setup page back now and go to the company information page, I can find this currency setup. And from here I can see all the currencies that are available in my org. Now a currency should be activated if you want this currency to be available to be selected by any specific user or for the org corporate currency as well. Now as I told you, if you have multiple currency enabled in your org, you will find a currency ISO code field on any object that have currency fields. So if I go to object manager, if I go to account, and if I click on fields and relationship, I can easily find the currency ISO code field over here, which is nothing but a pick list. And this field will show all the currencies to be selected. So if I go to account record, let me come to this app launcher, type in sales over here, click on sales, go to the accounts tab, select any specific account. To see that, I can click on this list view option and click on all accounts and select any specific account. In the details, I can find a currency ISO code field, which is nothing but named as account currency over here. And by clicking on this, I can select any specific currency from here. If I cancel this, now right now it is showing the currency to be in Canadian dollar. Okay. Now if I change the currency to be Indian rupees, So in Canadian dollar it is 35,000. If I change the currency ISO code field to Indian rupee and save this, it is going to show me the same value in Indian rupees, as well as it is also going to convert it into the corporate currency and tell me the exact output of it in the Canadian dollar as well. Now you have to note down that the currency ISO code field is a restricted pick list field, so you cannot select any value over here which is not available as a currency in your org. So you have to add that currency so that it can be shown over here. If you update the currency ISO code field on an object, it implicitly converts all currency values on that object to the new currency code. So that's how you deal with multiple currencies in your org. Now let's talk about business hours. Business hour determines the times when users are available to serve client. Setting business hours lets us apply time zones and locations to milestone, entitlement process, cases, and case escalation rules. Now definitely we have not covered about all these topics, and soon we will talk about that later down the line. But when we will talk about it, you will realize that how a business hour is impacting a milestone, entitlement process, cases, and case escalation rule. Now to set up a business hour, you can come to your setup page, and from here you can search for business, click on business hours, and from here you can create new business hours. So if I am creating a sample business hour over here, it will ask me to set this as an active business hour. Also, it will ask me whether I want to make this business hour as a default business hour or not. It will also ask me the time zone for this specific business hour, and then after I can set the times available during the business hour. For example, if for Sundays and Saturdays I want to keep it holiday, what I can do is I can mention it as 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. for both these days, and for the rest of the days I can mention from which time to which time I want the working hour. For example, I want it to from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I can copy this and I can paste it and click on save. Now if you see the sample business hour over here, it is showing for Sundays and Saturdays as 24 hours. So to get rid of it, because we set it from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m., let me select it and make it blank. So I'm deleting it for these 2 days, everything over there, and saving it. And now you can see for Sundays and Saturdays, there are no hours set for it. That means these are holidays. Except for this, if you want to add new holidays to your business hour, that's also something that you can do. So once a business hour is set, you can associate the business hour with specific holidays. Now for doing that, you can either search for holidays in the quick find, or if you are already on a business hour, there is a holidays section which you can see over there. You can add and remove new holidays from here. Now to create a new holiday, after adding it, click on create new holiday. Let's suppose I'm setting a holiday for 1st January as a new year. So I'm selecting 1st January. I'm mentioning it as new year. If you want to give any description, you can definitely give that. Now I'm giving it for the whole day. So I'm selecting all day. If you don't want to give it for whole day, you can select a specific time from which time to which time you want to give the holiday for that specific day. Otherwise, you can click on all day. If this holiday is recurring holiday, you can select recurring holiday over here, and you can select on every 1st January you want to give it. Now recurrence starts from 1st January 2024 and there is no end date specified over here. So 1st January 2024 onwards, on every 1st January, it's going to give a holiday for this specific business hour. If you want to end this holiday for a specific date, uncheck no end date and specify the date at which you want to end it. Otherwise, keep it checked. Click on save. Click on save one more time as this is a selected holiday. Close this, and now you can search for business hour one more time. Open your business hour and you can find this holiday available over there. You can add new holidays as well. So in the quick find, you can type in holiday. Select on holidays. You can add as many holidays over here. Once a specific holiday is added, so let me add a new holiday as Republic Day and clicking on save. Now, if you come back to holidays and click on New Year, you can see this holiday is added to this specific business hour. But if you click on Republic Day, which is the new holiday that is added, you will not find any business hour associated with it. So once a holiday is added, you can associate it with any specific business hour, coming to the holiday, selecting the holiday and clicking on add remove. And then after, you can select any specific business hour to which you want to associate that holiday with and click on save. So now this specific holiday is associated with that specific business hour. So while calculating the milestones, while calculating the case escalation rules, while calculating the entitlement process, it will not only consider the business hour, it will also consider the holidays over there. Now that marks the end of this video. See you soon in the next video. Till then, thank you and take care.